Fans, at this time, we ask you to please rise if you're able and remove your hats and join Ishan Sabluk in the singing of our national anthem, O Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
I can see your jaw drop.
Folks, give it up one
Good
more time
evening
for
and
Ishan
welcome back
Sabluk.
to Cloverdale Athletic Park for the second match in our League 1BC game of the week doubleheader. It's Unity taking on, visiting Burnaby in what should be an absolutely cracking match. It's the second meeting between the two teams this year. The first meeting saw Unity go into that -5 of the regular starters, and they went down to a heavy 4-0 defeat. But since then, they have come back, and they currently sit 5th in the League 1BC standings going into this weekend. 3 wins, 2 draws and 2 defeats from their 7 matches. 15 goals for, 16 against. They sit on 11 points. Burnaby challenging for the title. They are on 16 points from their 8 matches played. They've won 5, they've drawn 1, they've lost 2. They have 11 goals for and just 5 goals against from their first 8 matches, and that includes 6 clean sheets. Only 2 games has seen them concede, and that is the task facing Unity at Cloverdale this evening. It's been an absolutely fantastic day here in Surrey. I'm your match commentator, Michael McCall, and I will have the call for you through this one, and we'll get into the starting lineups. For Burnaby, led by head coach Joe Zuppo in his first year in charge of the team. In goal, number 30, Rocco Vukic. Number 3, Owen Lemmer. Number 5, Lachlan McGowan. Number 4, Lachlan McGowan. Number 5, Marcus Puhol. Number 7, Emil Samavici. Number 8, Yu Swan Huan. Number 10, Kyle Dent. Number 14, Stuart Klenner. Number 19, Ty White. Number 24, Luke Norman. Number 26, Asvin Chauhan. For Unity, led by head coach Mike Sheeran, one change from the last outing. In goals, number 30, Harrison Goff. Number 5, Adam Hajeki. Number 7, Bagveer Sidhu. Number 9, wearing the captain's armband, Victory Shambusho. Number 15, Nick Fussell. Number 16, Nasib Baines. Number 20, Jordan Lowe. Number 21, Caden Ruby. Number 22, Francis Powell. Number 27 is Kieran Eve, and that is the one change for Mike Sheeran. And number 28, Lennon Thompson. Last match for Unity, May 31st, a 4-3 home win against title chasing Kamloops. It was a fantastic game, end-to-end stuff, lots of goals, late drama, and I think we could be in for the same tonight. Thank you for spending your Saturday evening with us. Thank you for watching and supporting League 1BC. Burnaby's last outing, a 1-0 narrow win against Langley on May 30th. sorry, ignore that. That was the women. The men lost 2-1 to Langley on May 30th. And Asvin Chauhan got the goal that day. Burnaby in the all-black jerseys, shorts and socks, going from left to right in this first half. They have the gold numbers and they're on the attack right away. Expect this one to be a fast-paced one. The aforementioned Chauhan trying to spin around in the box, cut out by Unity, are wearing their all-white jerseys and shorts with the pink accent on the front. It's a beautiful jersey. I always really like this one from Unity. And Shambusho, their captain, trying to show some hustle and knock the ball away. Almost did it there off Lachlan McGowan, and they do get the throw-in, at least in the end for that one. First touch of the game for Harrison Goff, making his 4th straight start for Unity between the sticks, and this one yet to register a clean sheet. He'd love to remedy that one tonight. Looking at the League One standings, as I mentioned, just going into this weekend, it was a battle between 3rd and 5th. There are some big games coming up this month for the teams at the top of the table. If Unity want to be challenging at the top come the end of the season, this is the exact kind of game they need to win and they need to get 3 points from. They've played 1 game less than Unity so far, so they'll be at the halfway point of their season at the end of this one. Burnaby moving into the second half of their season, and they've been so solid defensively, as I mentioned. Just 6 clean sheets in their 8 games, 5 goals given up so far. Crazily, that is only the second best defensive record in League One. Altitude going into this weekend had the best defensive record with only 4 goals given up. The problem that Burnaby have had, though, is they're also the 3rd lowest scorers. They've only had 11 goals so far, but they're certainly in the attack here, and that is their first real look to try and get something going. Ball played in there to Kyle Dent. He couldn't fully connect in that, and Harrison Goff will collect that one. Unity, the 3rd highest scorers in the league. They have been kept off the score sheet twice, and that included that opening day 4-0 loss to Burnaby. TSS Rovers also came here, the league leaders, and came away with a 1-0 victory. And 7 different players have found the back of the net for Unity, and leading the way with 4 goals apiece. Victory Shambusho and Kieran Eve. Luke Norman, the leading scorer for Burnaby, he's got 3 goals and 2 assists in his season. Asvin Chauhan and Emil Samavici, 2 goals apiece. Another key player to watch for Unity this evening is the number 20, Jordan Lowe. He has 2 goals and 3 assists. He leads the team on assists just now, and he's looking to try and get on the end of that as the shot crossed in there and saved by Vokic. Kieran Eve, the man, powering forward there as Lowe waited in the middle. Lowe gets the ball now, sends that to the back of the box, just slightly overhit, and Bishop forced to come out. Gets on that nice whipped ball in, but well read by Burnaby. The only teams so far to be able to find a way through this Burnaby backline, TSS and Langley. Incidentally, the top 2 teams in League One who also met this afternoon. I won't spoil the score for that one. You can watch that game in full if you haven't already on L1BC YouTube. I'll be doing that when I go home. I've managed to avoid the score so far, and hopefully we'll keep it that way during the course of this game. Still quite warm down at pitch level. Spectators happy to be in the shade. Shohan plays a lovely ball up the wing here for McGowan. And he's out-muscled off the ball by big Adam Hajeki. Such a key player for this Unity team, also a key player for Mike Sheeran on his Trinity Western Spartans side during the college season. Hajeki making his 6th appearance of the year so far. Shohan, touch and turn. Neatly played inside, comes back to Shohan. Him and Luke Norman link up very well up front. Samavici chips that one in. Norman goes up for the header, mates it well and just can't keep it down, and it's narrowly over Harrison Goff's bar, and that's the first big chance of the game for Burnaby. We've had one apiece now in the first 6 minutes at either end. A big chunk of players on this Burnaby side as well are UBC Thunderbird players, so they've got that chemistry from the college season. Shohan and Norman, 2 of the big players for the Thunderbirds, as they won a record-breaking 14th national title this past November. And if anyone has watched UBC Thunderbirds teams over the year, they're built on a very solid defensive footing. And that is something that UBC assistant Joe Zupo has taken to his first year in charge here in Burnaby. Defences win championships is the old cliche, and Burnaby are very much in the mix for the 2025 League 1BC title. If you haven't been following the League 1 season up to this point, just a reminder that there is no playoffs this year. There's no championship game. It's a straight 16-game regular season. Whoever finishes top of the table come the end of July will be BC's representative next year in the Canadian Championship, and Burnaby would love it to be them for the first time. That's dangerously flicked up in the air, but Hajeki gets his head on it and clears it. Ball comes back in, but they'll just run through to Harrison Goff. Right now, it's looking a 3-horse race at the top between TSS, Langley and Burnaby. The teams have all to meet each other still in the coming weeks. Unity and Altitude would love to have something to say about that as well and force themselves into what would be a absolutely barn-burning end of the season. For Unity, they need to start that run to try and make a late run for the title today by getting a big 3 points here. And they've got an excellent free kick opportunity here as the masked man, Nick Fussell, standing over this one. About 30 yards out in front of goal. Vokic lines up a 3-man wall, and we know from watching Nick Fussell over the years, he has got a sweet strike on him. And you imagine he's going to go for goal here. Instead he chips it into Shambushel, who heads it to the back post, and it's cleared before anyone can get a connection on it for Unity, and then Shohan with a big boot to clear that one up. Been a few goal scoring opportunities in the first 10 minutes here. Let's hope that can continue for the rest of this game. Jackie looking for some movement, not liking anything that he sees, and plays it back to Harrison Goff. Goff coming off a 2024 college season with Coastal Carolina. 4 games played just for Goff, but he did get 3 clean sheets in those games, so can't ask too much more for a goalkeeper than that. 75% clean sheet record. Burnaby now will have a free kick opportunity. Aside from a big 4-0 win over Unity on their opening game of the season and a 3-0 win over the Whitecaps, it's been 0 or 1 goals for Burnaby for the rest of the season. They need to try and find their shooting boots now in the second half of their campaign to make a real title challenge. That was nicely attempted there by Caden Ruby, but very well read by the Burnaby defence, and it goes all the way back to Vokic. Roko Vukic in the goal for Burnaby is another UBC Thunderbird, yet to make an appearance for UBC. He was a rookie last year. As Shohan now powers forward, it's flicked on beautifully to the back. It's met by Kyle Den, and he just couldn't get that on target. And that one didn't miss by much. But again, Shohan's pace causing a few problems out there up that left-hand side. Off with the big clearance, it's flicked on. Shambusher now in on goal, takes a touch. Oh, he tries to curl it into the top corner. Didn't get the curl on it and ends up firing it past the far post there. Vukic was beaten if he'd got onto that, and like you'd put your money on Victory Shambusher finishing there. He's so clinical in those situations. Almost a 5th goal of the season for the Unity captain. Burnaby survive a scare there and try and get something themselves going up the other end, but easily mopped up by Unity. Hajeki now. Long ball forward again, looking to try and play in. Shambusher doesn't quite have the direction needed to get the big striker in. Victory Shambusher, a player I've watched since his days way back in the Whitecaps Academy. Hard to believe that he's 27 years old now. I've watched him for so many years, makes myself feel old. This his 4th season in League 1BC, his 3rd with Unity as well. 5 goals for Unity last year, 7 goals back in 2023, and he's already got 4 from their first 7 matches this year round. Victor Shambusher has always been a player that I feel should have been in the CPL. He still could do a lot of damage for teams, and it's one of those things I talk about regularly on these broadcasts that annoys me, that the older players are just so overlooked when it comes to CPL recruiting. And Shambusher's the kind of guy that would serve any CPL team good. He's a goal-scoring machine. He has been plagued by injuries throughout his career. Whether that has been something that's put clubs off, I don't know. But you look around the CPL just now, and you look at some of these teams that are struggling to find the back of the net. And it's like Victory Shambusher's a guy that could easily go in and fix that problem for them. And he's got a lot of space out here if Unity can find him, but instead Burnaby win the ball back. Norman plays that through to Dent. Heavy first touch, just takes it away from him. But they get it back. Norman now, he's forced wide, he's got 3 options in the middle. Looks to cut it back, but Juan's not making the run. This time does play it back to Ty White. Savici, one of the more experienced players on this Burnaby side. McGahern I think he was looking for the give and go there from Shohan. The return pass didn't come, and Shohan ends up having to play that one back, and Stuart Klenner will try and get something going up now the left hand side. Given away though by Burnaby, but then immediately given back to them. Shohan, another nice spin inside to Dent, gives it back to Shohan, but back doing a good defensive shift there was Bagveer Sidhu. Eve now bringing this one forward, up to Shambusho, tries to skip over the tackle, but that was a well-timed tackle coming in there from Big Ty White. Unity now will try and get something going up the right side. Sidhu touches that one back. Gets a return pass, whips the ball into the middle. It's cleared by Burnaby, only as far as low. He brings that down well, tries to bulldoze his way through 3 players into the box, but can't get his way through the last one. And Burnaby will bring this one out. Entertaining, fast-paced first 17 minutes here. Burnaby slowly working their way up that left-hand side. Long throw now for Norman. Slips under pressure there, and deflection comes off him, and that's going to bring up a little bit of respite at the back there for Unity. Fussell just can't bring that down, but shows the hustle to win it back. Lovely touch and turn from Shambusho. That's what he does so well. Touch to the outside and a favourable slip there. Lets Francis Powell keep this one alive. He could do the overlapping run that just didn't come for him there. Jordan Lowe. He's got Sidhu to his outside. Keeps hold of it. Touches that one back to Eve, and he'll play that one back now. Everyone back behind the ball for Burnaby. They've got very good defensive shape. There's been a couple of little slips from them though in the last couple of minutes. It's almost let Unity sneak in. Shambusho's on lots of room here out on the left if they can get the ball to him, but he's closed down a bit now, and Hajeki's looking for other options. Crossfield ball, chested down. Very well there by Bagveer Sidhu, the University of Fraser Valley Cascades player during the college season. Shambusho now. Goes to the outside, well dealt with though by Lachlan McGowan. It's going to bring up a corner though for Unity. Fussell over to take the corner kick here. Plays a little bit with the corner flag, make room for himself. Shohan, the only player outside the penalty box for Burnaby, as Fussell whips this one in. Into the near post, it's headed clear by Samavici. Touch on, read well by Kieran Eve. He sends the low shot in, and now it's going to be a 3-on-2 breakaway here for Burnaby. Unity trying to get the numbers back here. Shohan gets the touch from Norman. Back inside to Luke Norman. Kyle Dent makes room for the shot, and Dent fires home the opener. About 20 minutes gone here, and Burnaby have the opening goal. A quick breakaway from a Unity corner, and Kyle Dent makes room for the shot and fires home his second of the season. as Luke Norman gets the 3rd assist of his season as well. And Burnaby off and running here, 20 minutes in. And it's Unity 0, Burnaby 1. Unity will be so disappointed that they got caught out on that quick transition play. It was a 3-on-2 breakaway and they tried desperately to get the numbers back, but the speed, the link-up play between Shohan, Norman and Dent does the damage, and the visitors from Burnaby get the early breakthrough. Still a long way to go in this one, and Unity have looked very dangerous themselves at the other end of the pitch. Mentioned Unity still hadn't kept a clean sheet going into this game, and tonight's not going to be the night for them either. But Burnaby aren't a free-flowing scoring team, as I also mentioned, so Unity will certainly feel that they can get themselves back into this one. Don't have to change too much just now. They've played some nice stuff in the early going. Just knocking it around, looking for some space to open up somewhere on the pitch for them. That is hard to find against this Burnaby side. And Burnaby again now on quick transition play from the turnover. Samavici whips that one out wide. Comes into the middle looking for Dent again. Had Jackie back to head that one clear. Midway point of the first half has been and gone. It's been an entertaining start to this one, as I was expecting between these two teams. They had some good battles last year and continuing it in this one here. Mike Sheeran side have played some really nice football since that opening day loss. And Norman with the low shot, but Harrison Goff down quickly to his left to deal with that danger. And the keeper, former Whitecaps Academy player, fires that one up the field. It's won back though by Burnaby. Shohan seems to be everywhere on that left-hand side for the visitors in the early going here. Ty White with the long diagonal ball forward, and just straying offside there was Owen Lemmer. Did well to put on the burst of speed to get onto it, but just couldn't keep that line checked, and the near side linesman quickly putting his flag up. Just realised incidentally, didn't give you the officials for this one. So the man in the middle is Denzel Sharma. First assistant referee is Akbar Mohad. Second assistant referee is Oscar Wazel. And the fourth official is the man that was in the middle for the women's game earlier, Phil Di Carvalho. And a slight misplay there from Goff. No harm done as a long ball forward now. And again, this solid Burnaby defence deal with that with ease in the end. Burnaby know they need to get the 3 points this afternoon to keep in touch at the top. Unity need the 3 points today if they want to be challenging at the top come the second half of their season. Fussell touch outside to Sadhu. He doesn't like the options ahead of him, and Unity will play this one back. Lennon Thompson, I also can't find any room to play this one for, and Unity are kind of just being forced to knock it around just now to look for any channel with some space opening up in it. Burnaby not giving them too much. And we're going to have to force something, and a man that can do that is the fancy footwork of Victory Shambusho. Skips past 2-3 players there, but in the end just runs out of room and the ball runs away from him. That's Ty White down in a little bit of discomfort there. Referee just making everything is okay, and we'll just have a drop ball as the Burnaby defender back on his feet here. Dent, the goal scorer, tries to thread that one through for McGowan, but not on the same page, the two Burnaby players. And Hajeki will bring it out now for the home side. Forced to go back to his keeper again, and Goff's distribution this time can't get kept in on the far side there by Caden Ruby. Burnaby exactly where they want to be just now, in the lead in the Unity half, keeping the pressure on and winning another throw-in. Chipped forward, nice little flick inside from Dent, looking for the running Shohan, but Luke Norman a little bit too exuberant there with his challenge, and that's going to bring up a free kick for Unity just outside their own box, and they'll build from the back once again as the half-hour mark fast approaching here at Cloverdale Athletic Park. And it's the visitors from Burnaby looking to have a 7th clean sheet of the season and get a big 3 points that will keep them in pace at the top of the table. So far, everything has gone well for Joe Zupo's side. But Unity have certainly had their opportunities, just haven't been able to pull that final trigger. And Shambusho getting given a lot of room out here on the left if he could get a ball over the top for him to run onto here. Problem for Unity being every time they kind of recycle it along the back line, the time that it then looks like the pass is going to be on for Shambusho, he's getting closed down by one of the Burnaby players. Fussell forced to play that one back to Baines, but he can only hit it up the field, can't keep this one in. Shambushel looking for the give and go. They were Kieran Eve, but Shambushel's pass just ran away from Eve. McGowan nearly gets the fortunate bounce off his back there and in on goal. Burnaby happy to be a possession-based team. They like to hold on to the ball. They like to move it about. They don't try and force anything. And as you saw with the goal that they did get, it's this just quick, explosive bursts in attack that's done the damage for them this season. Ball coming in, looking for McGowan. The clearance not fully there from Francis Powell. This time though, Sadhu does get it a little bit further up the field, only finds a black jersey though, and the ball's going to come back into the danger zone. Dent thought about trying to play the pass in for McGowan, thought better off it in the end. Shohan to Dent. Nice little interplay here, comes back to Shohan, touch outside to McGowan. He goes for the near post and he beats Harrison Goff. It's the second goal for Burnaby. 32 minutes gone in this one. And a beautiful build-up play from the visitors. Lots of short, neat interplays. The ball eventually flicked outside. And it's finished with aplomb from McGowan, sorry. And that is McGowan's second goal of the season. And Asvin Shohan's third assist of the season. And 32 minutes gone in this one, and it's Burnaby very firmly in the driving seat. Unity 0, Burnaby 2. Lachlan McGowan, 17-year-old from New West, and spent this past winter season playing his football in the Fraser Valley Soccer League with Vancouver FC under-19s. Taking what he's learned from that team into League One this season, and now that's 2 goals on the season for Lachlan McGowan. Asvin Shohan now has a goal and an assist for his evening work as well, and that's his first assist of the season. And it's a tall order now facing this Unity side. They went down to a 4-0 loss in the first meeting between these two teams back in April. And they're unlucky really to find themselves 2 goals behind here. They've played some really nice stuff, but Burnaby, as I've talked about a few times during the broadcast, they're just explosive in front of goal, and they've got this chemistry, this understanding from playing together during the college season, so many of them. And it's these little short plays, it's those kind of passing movements that served the Whitecaps so well at the start of this MLS season as well. And it's very hard to play against sometimes, as you just saw there with that second goal. And here go Burnaby again, the long ball forward, trying to get that played into Asvin Shohan. Joe Zupo's going to be a very happy man in that Burnaby dugout. Burnaby taking on Nanaimo next Saturday at Burnaby Lake. That is our next set of League 1BC featured games. I'll have the call for both of those next Saturday afternoon. It's Shohan again, linking up with Dent. Sean gets it back. Had gone into an offside position though, and the flag up on the near side. Temperature must have dipped a little bit since the first game because we don't appear to be getting a water break in this one. We are into the last 10 minutes now with the first half here at Cloverdale Athletic Park, and it's Burnaby with a comfortable 2-goal advantage as Unity know how important the next goal is in this one, but they turn it over. Norman Shohan now, he fancies a look and goal, and why not from a man that's got a goal and an assist already this evening. Can't get that one though on target. And Goff sends the goal kick deep into the Burnaby half. It's won by Jordan Lowe. Shambusho now. And Pyle is just forced to play this one back to Baines. Nice movement from Unity. Bagveer Sidhu. Still Sidhu, he gets taken off his foot though, and now Dent's got a chance to spark something here for Burnaby. Samavici switches that out to Shohan on the left. Oh, nice little back heel from Shohan. The ball comes in looking for Dent, but Hajeki there with a big boot to clear the danger. Jordan Lowe can't keep that one in, and it ends up going out for a Burnaby throw-in, and they'll just be happy to take that one, play the ball back and run some minutes off the clock here as the first half ticks down. Turned over again by Unity as Juan tries to bring that forward. An important foot coming in though from Sidhu, knocks it out for a throw-in to Burnaby at the halfway point of the Unity half here. Samvici. And a misplayed pass there, just goes out of touch. And Lowe penalised for the shove in the back there as he eagerly tried to get onto the throw in there. And Vukic gets the ball back, just wants to get a big boot on that. Not quite the direction he was hoping for. Into the final 6 minutes now of the first half. Unity still pushing, still trying to get a way back into this one. They trail by 2, but there's still a lot of football to be played. As Hajeki sends that one forward, and Shambusho trying to get on the end of it, but very well read. Ty White once again dealing with everything that's thrown at him. Dent brings it forward for Burnaby, twists and turns away. Gets the ball back from Shohan, that just inside to Norman, just gets away from the big striker. And coming together there between the two Burnaby players allows Unity to get a break, but they've not got the numbers forward that they need for this. Cross comes in and it's just headed high and over. That's going to bring up a corner for Burnaby, who are in the position at the moment is like they need to try and push for this next goal, but they also have to keep themselves tight at the back so they don't give away a third, which you feel would be the death knell for them. But then you get chances like that where they have a quick breakaway and the numbers are just simply not up for them. They have won themselves a corner though on the far side. Again, everyone back in the box for Burnaby. Apart from Shohan, who's now making himself closer to the box than any of these other opportunities. And it was from a Unity corner that the opening goal came from Burnaby. So that is something that Burnaby will have to watch for. The outswinger, it's headed clear by Dent. This time though, there is no breakaway on for Burnaby. Sadhu looking for some movement, plays it forward to Shambusho. It's turned away though, comes back to Sadhu. He gives that one away. Shambusho though battling to try and win it back. And Burnaby once again show their skill and prowess in those kind of areas and win the ball back. Switch it out to the left now. And it's getting brought forward by Marcus Pujol. Another UBC Thunderbird player. Pujol now picks up the loose ball. Tries to touch it back to Samavici, but now it's won back by Unity. Slightly misplaced pass, but they get away with it. Shambusho now is in room, but disappointingly for Unity, the ball just runs away from Caden Ruby there. And Burnaby recover it once again, and we're into the last 3 minutes here, and Burnaby will be happy just to see these 3 minutes out without any danger to deal with. Nice little spin away from Lennon Thompson. Gets it out to Shambusho. He takes a touch inside. Threads it through to Ruby. He touches it on to Thompson, but he'd strayed into an offside position. And another good opportunity comes to nothing for Unity. Into the last 2 minutes of regulation here. Wouldn't expect there to be much time added on for stoppage time here. Maybe a minute if we're looking at that. Eve heads it forward, but it's won back by Burnaby. And now Shohan has some time to bring this one forward. Touch back to Samavici. Norman out muscled there by Shambusho, the captain, leading by example. But again, broken up by Burnaby. Unity will get another chance here. Last minute of regulation. We'll keep an eye on the fourth official, see how much time is going to get added on at the end of this. And it is just going to be 1 minute that will get added on, or a minimum of a minute. So just over 90 seconds for Unity to try and get one of the 2 goals back that they need before half-time. Shambusho does well. Sadhu plays it in, it comes to Fussell, and he takes a wild swing at that, and that is not going to trouble Rocco Vukic in the Burnaby goal. And I wonder if that might be the last chance Unity get in this first half to try and get themselves on the scoreboard. Burnaby will be happy to keep the ball for this 1 minute of stoppage time and just let this tick down, get in to the break, the 2-goal advantage, and then come up with Joe Zupo's game plan for the second half to hold on to that lead. Vukic, long kick forward. It's Thompson for Unity though that gets his head on it. Nick Fussell now just running out of room and forced to track all the way back to his final third, and he's just going to play this all the way back to Hajeki, who we know has got a good long ball delivery forward, and there's another one from the big centre back, this time only finding the head again of a Burnaby player. Now Burnaby might have one last chance before the break. Kyle Dent battling away, keeping hold of the ball. Norman also doing well to keep hold of the ball. Goal scorer of the second goal, McGowan, in a battle there with Bagveer Sidhu, and it's Sidhu that eventually wins that battle. Took a few twists on the way as referee Denzel Sharma blows the half-time whistle, and it's been a very good first half from Burnaby. They go into the break with a 2-goal advantage. Asvin Chauhan 20 minutes in, giving Burnaby the lead, and then a quick breakaway goal, that one from Chauhan, and then the 32nd minute, Lachlan McGowan gets his second of the season and Burnaby's second of the evening with a nice finish to a nice passing move by Burnaby, and that's where we stand at half time. It's Unity 0, Burnaby 2. Join us in 15 minutes for the second half of this one. It should be a cracker.
Burnaby FC with good vibes, great beers, and unforgettable memories. Drinks are available at the Brew Zone tent next to the concession. And of course, we have the limited edition Unity FC lager on sale as well. Be sure to check that out. But don't forget, you must be 19 plus to enjoy. And of course, the Coca-Cola concession stand serving up pop, energy drinks, water, chocolate bars, and candy. Youngsters can keep themselves entertained with the games and activities over at the Kids Zone. And now we're turning over to DJ K Maddox.
1, 2, 3, my baby don't mess around because she loves me so, and this I know for sure. But does she really wanna, but can't stand to see me walk out the door? Don't try to fight the feeling, cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking two together, cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it till there's nothing at all. We get together, oh, we get together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. If what they say is nothing is forever, then what makes love the exception? So why yo, are we so in denial when we know we're not happy here? Y'all don't wanna hear me, you just wanna dance. Don't want to meet your daddy. Just want you in my caddy. Don't want to meet your mama. Just want to make you come.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our Coca-Cola halftime contest. Over here we have two teams. We have Team Unity FC as well as here Team Lightning Chickens. Fans, let's give them a round of applause. So what our teams are going to do this evening, we're going to one by one dribble through the course here, get to the main set of cones, spin around 5 times, score a goal, run back, tag their teammate, and their teammate's going to do the exact same thing. The team to finish first is going home with a special Coca-Cola prize pack. All right, who is the first person from each team going? Team Unity FC, are you guys ready? And Team Lightning Chickens, are you ready? All right, folks, just a little match briefing before we get started. All right, let's count down together. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and go! Off they go, dribbling through the cone. Unity FC in the spin zone already. But looks like Lightning Chicken's coming up very close. Shoots over the bar. Coming back. And fans, congratulations to Team Unity FC. They are our Coca-Cola half.
I got places to go. People to see, time is precious. I look at my Cartier out of control. Just like my mind where I'm going. The women, the shorties know nothing but clothes. No stopping at my Pirelli's on. Unlike my jewelry, that's always on. I know the storm is coming. My pockets keep telling me it's gonna shower. Call up my homies, it's on and popping the night 'cause it's meant to be ours. We keep a fadeaway shot 'cause we ballin' and spittin' up Patron every hour. Little mama, ow, you just like the flowers. Girl, you the truth with all that goody power. Spin my head right round when you go down.
Main Road Group, bringing unparalleled expertise in infrastructure solutions, connecting the communities they serve. Safety first on the road or on the pitch. Unity FC is proud to partner with the One Group agency. Bold ideas, community-focused storytelling, and effective strategies for all your creative content needs.
Blazing get paid. It's maximum wage. That body belong on a poster. I'm in the days. That bottom is waving at me like, damn it, I know you. You run the show like a gun out of holster. Tell me whatever and I'll be your gopher. Spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down, down.
You spin my head right round when you go down, when you go down.
From the top of the pole, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. From the top of the pole, I watch her go down. She got me throwing my money up. Ain't nothing more beautiful to me. It's going down. Yeah, I'm spending my money. I'm out of control. Somebody help me. She taking my bank full. But I'm king of the club. And I'm wearing a crown. Popping these bottles, touching these bottles, watching they asses go cold.
Taking that time right behind my back. And I'm kissing myself at night because I can't forget. Back and forth through my mind behind a cigarette. And I miss it coming from my eyes.
Dreaming of a pro career, college scholarship, or next level performance? The Elite Summer Combine is your chance to make it happen. This high-intensity 4-day camp is designed to push your game further. Train with the top coaches and former pros, including Domletics founder Dominic Reynolds and Unity FC sporting director Paul Ballard. The camp will be between July 14th to 17th. Limited spots available. Get all the details at unityfc.ca. For all the latest League 1 BC match updates, scores, stats, standings, and news updates, be sure to download the new League 1 Live app, free from the Apple or Android app stores.
Welcome back to Cloverdale Athletic Park in beautiful British Columbia, and it's a beautiful BC Saturday night to take in the beautiful game, and it's been a very entertaining and end-to-end first half in our League 1 BC Men's Division match of the week, and it's Burnaby, the visitors, with a 2-0 lead. Opening goal coming 20 minutes into this one. The UBC boys of Luke Norman and Asvin Chauhan linking up, and it was Chauhan who fired home the opening goal for Burnaby. 12 minutes later it was 2-0, and it was Chauhan, scorer turned provider this time, as Lachlan McGowan got the ball and finished past Harrison Goff at his near post. Unity have certainly had their chances. It's been a very even game despite the 2-goal scoreline. What does the second half hold in store? I think it's going to be a cracker, and it's Unity that get the action underway in the all-white jerseys, with the pink frontage and the black numbers going from left to right. In the second half, Burnaby in the all-black with the gold numbers and trim, going from right to left and trying to hold on to their 2-goal lead and keep in touch at the top of the League 1 BC Men's Division standings. No subs for either team at half-time. And we'll see what the second 45 minutes hold in store. Unity need to get the next goal here to be in with a chance of taking anything from this game, and they've certainly got the players that can do that, and they certainly probably deserve to be on the score sheet. They have carved out a few chances in that first 45 minutes, just unable to find a clinical finishing touch. A couple of big saves as well from Rocco Vukic in the Burnaby goal. But Unity, you feel, need to be the aggressor in the second half here. Bishwan on the ball just now though for Burnaby. Tries to skip his way through two Unity players, can't find a way, but he'll be happy enough to win a throw-in for a side deep in the Unity half here. Marcus Puhall over on throw-in duty. It's headed back, but no blotches. He's in sight, and Kieran Eve just gets a big boot on that to send it in to the half, and Shambusho trying to quickly close down on Vukic. Luke Norman back in a deep roll there to win that one. He'll move himself back forward. Norman getting the assist on that first goal, the 21-year-old drafted by Vancouver FC in the 2024 CPL draft. Didn't make it on to the roster. Headed back to UBC, won a national title, as many of these guys did, with UBC with their dramatic late win in November in the championship game. And here's Shambusho, a former UBC Thunderbird himself, powering into the box. Jordan Lowe now picks this one up. He's got a couple of goals to his name. Oh, such an inviting cross into the box and nobody there to finish it for Unity. It just needed a touch from anyone, and you think that was in the back of the net. That's more like it for Unity though, and they need to send some of these crosses in. Test this Burnaby defence. If you weren't with us at the start, I talked about how solid this Burnaby defence is. They've only conceded in 2 games, 6 clean sheets through the first half of the season for them. And they could be on for number 7 tonight, which is an incredible feat really. Just 5 goals given up in their first 8 matches so far this year. Scoring has been the issue for them, but it hasn't been tonight. Baines now. Gets it forward a little bit, taken off it there, but finds the man he was trying to find. That's the main thing. As Lowe tries to touch that inside for Shambusho. But the big boot clearing that. Now Shohan is chasing this one down. Throw into Burnaby. Shohan quickly takes it to Lemmer. Oh, and Lemmer gets a little kick in the behind there from Nasib Baines. And that clearance blocked by Lemmer, that's going to hurt as well. I was following the ball there, I didn't quite see what happened. I just heard the collision. I think it was Shambusho that caught Samavici there, but Samavici just seemed to go flying through the air there. And you heard the cleat-on-cleat collision. Yeah, just watching that back on the stream, and Shambusho a little bit late coming through there on the back of Samavici. But it's Unity that have the free kick. Baines trying to play that up the wing. Baines brings a lot of experience to this Unity side for somebody still just 22 years old. Spent 5 years in the Whitecaps Academy. A chance here for Unity, trying to power his way through his Caden Ruby, but he gets that one taken off his feet. Fussell with a little flick, but Sadhu just couldn't keep that one in. And then Puhal now, long throw forward. Dent tries to flick it on, can only flick it into the path of Thompson. That's an interesting ball forward from Thompson. When it left his foot, I thought it was going way out of bounds, but it dropped beautifully there and ended up getting put out for a throw-in for Unity. Thompson again, he driving shot this time and forcing the save there from Vokic. Looked like it was just going to go past, but Vokic seemed to make that more difficult than it needed to be, and gets a touch on it in the end, and it's going to be out for a Unity corner, first of the second half here. 7 minutes after the restart, and it's going to be Nick Fussell over on corner kick duty, and what Unity would give to try and get a pull-back goal from this. Good delivery from Fussell. Vokic out to punch it away. Francis Powell gives it back to Fussell. He first times it back into the box, but this time it's easily collected by Roko Vukic. And it's all going to come to nothing again for Unity. Puhol up the left wing, looking again for Lemmer, who's been in the wars in the early going of the second half here. Hits the deck again. Burnaby look very happy to just be a counter-attacking team in this second half, and they're giving Unity as much possession as they want. But now it's this quick transition play that is so dangerous from Burnaby. Wan takes way too long in that though, and Baines comes back to nip it off him and put it in touch for a throw-in. But it's going to be a throw-in for Burnaby deep in the Unity half. And it's going to be Owen Lemmer over to take this one. Lemmer about to head off for his first college season. Going to be playing with UVic Vikes come the Canada West fall season. Puhol back to Lemmer. Nice movement here from Burnaby. Puhol again, little touch outside to Norman, and Norman's just going to get forced back. Burnaby will try and recycle out the other end, but Shambusho closing down. Now it's a high pressing game here from Unity, trying to force a mistake from Burnaby, and Norman again back in a very deep role. Flicked on by Puhol. Lemmer tries to chase it down. He's flattened again by Naseeb Baines. It's about the fourth or fifth time in this second half that Lemmer's hit the deck, and this time the card comes out and it goes the way of Naseeb Baines. As Lemmer still down in a heap off the pitch. The 18-year-old is going to have some bruises, I think, to show after this one. But he's back on his feet. And Burnaby have a free kick. I think that was the first booking actually of this game as well, going the way of Baines. So Shohan and Lemmer standing over this one. It's Lemmer that's going to take it. Not the best delivery. It's flicked up though to the edge of the box, and it's first time by Ty White. And you could call that a defender's effort, as that one just flies high over the bar, and Unity just want to quickly get the action back underway again. They need to be aggressive in this second half. It's been the head coach Mike Sheehan before the game. We're chatting about how they're still very much in the mix for the championship, but it's a game like this that they have to take the 3 points from. I mean, right now, if you offered them a point, I think they'd probably bite your hand off for it. But they need to get the next goal in this game, and we're already 12 minutes into the second half here. They've certainly had their chances in the game so far. They just need that killer touch in front of goal. Can Lennon Thompson provide it here? Nice ball into the middle. It's brought down well, but no space allowing. The shot comes back there and fired high and over by Bagveer Sidhu. These are the shots you've got to try and get on target and try and test Roko Vukic. Good crowd out here again at Cloverdale Athletic Park to watch this one. If you haven't made it out here for a League 1BC game, highly recommend it. They do a good job out here at Unity. Food trucks, drinks, nice viewing platform as well. And of course, some great football. And the Burnaby team's looking to try and take the points from Unity. The women's game ended in a 1-1 draw. I think Unity would love to take a draw right now, but they've got to get a goal to even get themselves close to that. They have got themselves a free kick there, as you maybe heard the cry of anguish from Caden Ruby as he was sent to the deck. But turned over, and Norman now will touch that inside. That's a little bit too delicate, and Lennon Thompson, who's playing very aggressive in the second half. He's had a good start to the second half here, and he wins himself a free kick just inside his own half. 59th minute here at Cloverdale. Burnaby still with that 2-goal lead. And we're going to get a few substitutions coming up here for both sides. For Burnaby, Owen Lemmer looks like he is going to be making way for Mihai Horut. And it's going to be a double substitution for Unity that we'll keep an eye on as well. But just now Unity trying to get something going, but taken away off their foot there. Dent now. So I just realised I wrote down Shohan getting the first goal. It was, of course, Kyle Dent. I don't know why I've written Shohan down and mentioning that earlier. Unity holding on to the ball, trying to get something going. Thompson touch inside. It's just going to get headed back to his keeper by Adam Hijeki, and quickly on with it is Harrison Goff. Substitutions still waiting to get made as we move past the hour mark here. Van trying to bring that forward, but body checked there by Kieran Eve, and now the substitutions will get to be made. And Owen Lemmer, after all those tussles early in this one, making way now, and Mihai Hodut, the experienced 25-year-old, coming on. Played for Unity the last 2 seasons in League One with Burnaby this year round. It's his third team in 4 League 1BC seasons. Another former UBC Thunderbird player as well. And for Unity, a couple of subs. Grant Verhoeven coming on as her Joven Sidhu as well, or Joven as he's more commonly known. Both on the pitch just now for Unity as they look to try and find a way back into this one. Lennon Thompson, the man making way along with Caden Ruby. Thompson was having a good second half as well, but head coach Mike Sheehan obviously feeling he just needs to freshen things up a little bit out there, and we'll see if these 2 substitutions can make any difference. One of them on the ball just now, Grant Verhoeven. Verhoeven experience in League One with TSS before making the switch to Unity. And now Unity storming forward. There's a few options there. It comes to Verhoeven. He lines up the low shot. Didn't really get any power in that, and that isn't going to trouble Vukic at all. Now Burnaby trying to get something going. Norman in, nearly nipping that one past Goff, but Goff does enough to knock it away, and he's able to recover the loose ball. But that again just showing the danger that this quick counter-attack from Burnaby can be. And it's a turnover there. Dent has got 1 goal to his credit already tonight. Runs out of room in the end and touched it back to Wan. Holdut just on the pitch inside to Shohan, who turns away, tries to buy himself the free kick there. Referee having none on that, and now Shambusho is bringing this one forward for Unity. He's got Jordan Lowe, finds him. Lowe takes a touch, comes into the box, forces it back, tries to thread it through the legs, back to Shambusho, but no way through. And Burnaby will bring this one back out. Dent now bringing this forward. Lovely ball from Dent, and it's in. Oh, and it's almost the third, and it should have been. McGowan nearly got his second of the game. And he puts his jersey over his face. He knows he should have buried that one. It was another quick break forward by Burnaby. It was a lovely ball from Dent to spring Lachlan McGowan. And it looked like he did everything right, but just pulled it past the far post. And it takes a touch on the way through, probably off Goff. And it's going to be a corner for Burnaby instead, but that could have been the third. That could have been the killer goal that put this one to bed. You saw the anguish on McGowan as he hit that, but quickly taken. Shohan. Normie thought about the shot, plays that one back to Holdut. It's blocked. Klenner plays that one forward to Norman, and it's going to bring up a second quick consecutive corner here for Burnaby, this time on the other side. And it's Mihai Holdut over to take this one. Watched Mihai Holdut for years in the college game at UBC and VMSL in League One, and he's got such a good delivery on him. That'll probably be the kiss of death here for this corner, but let's see. It's an outswinger to the edge of the box and a little shove in the back, noticed by referee Denzel Sharma. And Unity will want to get on to this one quickly. The midway point of the second half, fast approaching here. And it's still a 2-goal lead for Burnaby. Unity about to make another double substitution here. But they're going to have to defend first of all. Ishmael Savan, one of the players coming on. You can recognise his big frame from quite a while away. As Holdut just does a little bit too much in the end and carries that one behind. And that will allow Unity now to get this double substitution made. So coming on is number 25, Ishmael Savan. Making way, number 15, Nick Fussell. And Nasib Baines making way. as well for Unity. I'll just see. Looks like it's Dante Colburn, but yeah, it is indeed Dante Colburn that is coming on.
FC substitution in the 68th minute. Entering the game, number 19, Dante Colburn.
Colburn with a goal to his name already this season. Scoring against Nanaimo a couple of games ago. His 8th appearance is featured in every match for Unity so far this season has Dante. And can he be the spark that Unity badly need to find here? Ishmael Savan, the 6'3" Ivory Coast player, plays centre-back. It's his 4th year in League One. Spent the first 2 years with Altitude, then played last year with Unity, back for a 2nd season here at Cloverdale. The action has dipped a little bit. It has been very fast paced. It's not too surprising. It's a swing and a miss there from Verhoeven, but Savan behind him to deal with that. And Unity do well to win themselves a throw-in out of that situation as well. Jovan Sidhu bringing this one forward, hands it off though to Lowe, and Lowe's pass cut out very well there by McGowan. Chance now for Burnaby. Johan's waiting for the run to come. He tried to thread that through, but that was well cut out by Francis Powell. And his pass to Lowe just gets under the feet of Lowe, and he can't keep it in, and it's out for a throw-in for Burnaby, and another chance to break forward there for Unity comes to nothing. Oh, it's a giveaway. Jordan Lowe now. Is this the moment for Unity? Good recovery play though by Burnaby. A huge block coming in there from Stuart Klenner. That was a great chance for Burnaby to pull one of the goals back that they, for Unity to pull one of the goals back that they need there. Just unable to get the shot off in a timely manner from Jordan Lowe, and he's already got a few goals this year. They do have a corner though to show for it. Vukic punches it up in the air, and Holdut will now bring this one out. We know he's got pace. He wins a throw in for his side, and a cry of anguish coming from Kieran Eve. Eve though, nice play to win that back. Unity bringing it forward, powering forward was Sidhu. It's cleared only as far as a Unity player. Ball whipped in by Powell. Again, Unity enjoying a lot of possession, but lacking that creative spark in the final third, and Francis Powell goes for the long range effort. Didn't really get any power in that at all. It was really, most of it was taken off in its way through, and it's an easy collection there for Rocco Vukic, the 18-year-old. Shohan. Touch outside to Dent. Francis Powell, nice ball out to the wing. Be second time lucky here for Unity. He's threaded through to low at the edge of the box. He tried to knock that back for Shambusho, but doesn't come to the Unity captain, and instead Burnaby will bring this one out. Francis Powell wins it back. Nice spin away, keeping this alive for Unity. Shambusho now. Francis Powell looking for some movement inside to Jovan Sadu. Powell still battling away, but it's Burnaby that come away with it, and it's going to be a long ball forward, and it's going to be Savannah against Dent. Dent's chasing this one down as it comes back to Goff. He just gets enough on that, and Hajeki does the rest. Lowe did well to touch that one back to Verhoeven. Bagveer Sadu back up to Jordan Lowe, who's made the run forward. He's going to have to settle for a corner as he tried to get that cross into the box. And Dante Colburn is going to be the man on corner kick duty as we get set to get into the last quarter of an hour here at Cloverdale. Good delivery from Colburn. It's on to the head of Hajeki. He directed it goalward, didn't really have the power on it to take it away from Rukic. And the big keeper easily handling that one and quickly getting things underway for Burnaby. Another substitution possibly coming up for Unity. And just scrappy stuff down there as Juan goes down onto the turf and wins a free kick for his side. We're at the half-hour mark. We're getting our double substitution here for Burnaby, and it's Asvin Shohan making way and coming on as number 23, Nico Mirisic. Shohan's had a good game out there. Had a hand to play in the first goal, got an official assist on the second goal. The man that got the assist in the first goal, Luke Norman, also making way just now. And that looks like it's Leo Ann coming on, the number 17.
Entering the game, number 17, Leo Ann. Leaving the game, number 24, Luke Norman.
Into the last quarter of an hour here. Burnaby still with that 2-goal advantage. They've held it since the 32nd minute. Unity looking a little bit frustrated out there. We've watched a lot of battles between UBC and Trinity Western in college play over the years, and this is kind of a battle between those two as well. Looking at who is on each individual roster, is another substitution coming up here for Unity. Bagveer Sadu making way and coming on number 6, Costa Adzic, another player who plays his college football with Trinity Western. A couple of years playing for the Spartans for Adzic. This is his 4th season in League 1BC, is second with Unity after a couple of years with Altitude in the first 2 years of the league. Jovan Sadu now outside 2, Adzic. Hijiki forced to go backwards, which is not what Unity are needing right now. Shumbusho cuts inside, looked for the little give and go with Lowe, but again an important Burnaby foot, this time from Anne, breaks that one up. Sadu doesn't quite connect with that, but Burnaby also can't get it clear. Isaac forced to play that one back, and Verhoeven now picks the ball up. Nice little chest back here to Kieran Eve. He touches it outside to Shumbusho. Eve gets the ball back, turns away, goes for the shot, and well held on there by Vukic. There was a couple of Unity players running in, waiting to pounce on any spilled ball there. But the big Burnaby keeper easily holding on to that one in the end. And another chance comes to nothing for Unity, as time also quickly running out for them here. Unity making all the running, and Burnaby just happy to hit on the counter attacks. Lowe gets the ball back, goes for goal, and it's tipped over by Vukic. It's the best chance that Unity have had for a while now, and it was really nice interplay between Kieran Eve and Jordan Lowe, and Lowe's shot had some pace on it as he looked for his third goal of the season, but Vukic tips it over the bar, and Unity have to just settle for a corner. It's Colburn again. It's another good delivery, punched away by Vukic. Oh, and given away by Eve, but won back right away by Unity. Adzik. Burnaby just getting a big boot on that and sending it where they needed to send it. As we see what these last 10 minutes might bring. Brings Leo Ann storming forward here, and the through ball here to Dent. He's in on goal. It's saved by Goff. He had to make a big save there, and he did. He came out huge. Dent looking to put this game to bed, looking to get his second of the evening as well. But Harrison Goff standing tall. Here goes Dent again. Under pressure from Verhoeven, but still coming away with the ball. McGowan, he got the second goal this evening for the visitors. Shumbusho hustling, winning it back and powering forward, and there's numbers coming forward here for Unity. It's a touch outside to Sadu, but Ty White over with a huge challenge to knock that one away. Another couple of substitutions coming up here for Unity. Making way is number 27, Kieran Eve. And it looks like that is Victory Shumbusho's day done as well. He was lively to start this one, but hasn't really got too involved in the game in the second half here.
FC substitutions in the 82nd minute. Entering the game, number 13.
Coming on for Unity.
Number 9, Victory Shumbusho.
Number 13, forward Andrew Kerr. And another forward, number 8, Daniel Hobson. Coming on. Hobson coming off his rookie season up at SFU. 3 goals and an assist in his 10 matches played. And Unity could certainly do with him finding his way to the back of the net tonight. Andrew Kerr young 18-year-old from Delta. Another player that was on Vancouver FC's under-19 squad in the Fraser Valley Soccer League this past winter season. We'll see if either of them can bring the spark and the goal that Unity are looking for here in the last 7 minutes and change. Unity keeping the pressure on here. But they always just seem to find a Burnaby jersey just there at the last minute to break up all these attacks. Sadhu skips away past one. Can't find his way though past Mihai Hodut. That brings up another throw in here for the home side. Zavan, diagonal crossfield ball brought down. Comes back now to Adzik. Sadhu whips it in, only though to find the head of Marcus Pujol, who heads it clear. Hajeki though picks it up just inside the Burnaby half. Nice little movement here. Low gets the ball back, tries to cut inside, but again, Burnaby there with a good defensive shift, and it's going to be out for another corner here on the near side. And Dante Colburn again over to take this one. It's been such a solid defensive effort from Burnaby so far as this one comes in. Vukic knocks it clear, only as far though as Sadhu, but Kyle Dent back there with a big boot up the field to clear the danger for Burnaby. And that will allow Burnaby to get out. Powell now wearing the captain's armband with Chambushu off to Low, who sends a delightful ball in, but not quite on the same page there. Andrew Kerr ran away from it and it ended up going all the way through and out of the box. Adic wins it back though. Francis Powell putting his body on the line to win that. Still Powell powers into the box. He's running out of room though and gives away the foul in the end as the ball got away from him. And it's kind of been the story of the night really for Unity. They've moved the ball around well. They've had their chances in and around the box. They've just not had the clinical finish or the killer touch to find the back of the net once they get into there. And another chance comes to nothing for the home side. 4 minutes remaining now. There'll be a bit of time added on. Burnaby though look on course to record their 7th clean sheet of the season. As Hodut wins it back, powers into the box, touch to the outside, hits the byline. Lovely cross from Hodut. It's headed clear by Adzic and eventually cleared by Powell. Verhoeven now. Andrew Kerr just can't get the return pass he was looking for. Kerr again. Verhoeven battling away in the middle. Unity come away with it. Kerr, a little foul on him, and that's going to bring up a chance for a free kick. Unity need to get on quickly with this one. Sadhu now gets past two, can't get past the third, but the ball comes to Colburn at the edge of the box and he flashes one just past the left post. Not really troubling Roko Vukic though. Colburn just feeling the effects of that, just stretching things out a little bit. Burnaby will just be happy to keep possession in the final moments of this. They've put in a really good, solid performance out there. That is why they are at the top of the standings, and they were leading as well for a while. That loss a couple of weeks ago to TSS, and the loss last week to Langley could prove to be so crucial for them in the grand scheme of things. Unity though, still pushing, still trying to get something out of this game, but they're not going to do it with balls like that. It's way, way ahead there of Andrew Kerr. And we're going to get one final, or two final substitutions from Burnaby here. And the goal scorer of the first goal, Kyle Dent, making his way off, the number 10, along with Yu Swan Huan. Which, apologies, because I feel I butcher his name every time I'm saying it out there, so I will work on that. Coming on for 4 minutes of time to get added on here. The substitutions as well, which we will get confirmation of shortly. Coming on there for Burnaby, he's wearing a number 12 jersey, and the reason that we're hesitating here is there is not a number 12 listed on the roster, which is what is confusing myself and Oscar, the PA announcer to my left.
Substitutions for Burnaby FC in the 90th minute. Entering the game, number 6, Jacob Weddle, in for number 8, Yu Swan Green.
Jacob Weddle.
Entering the game, number 21, Benjamin Teal, and leaving the game, number 10, Kyle Dent.
Oh, and chasing that one down there is Benjamin Teal, who was down as 21 but is wearing 12, so somewhere along the line the numbers have got back to front. But they are on for the last 4 minutes here. We're already well into the second of those. If the result stays like this, it's going to be the third time this season that Unity have been held off the score sheet. And it is going to be an amazing 7th clean sheet in 9 matches for Burnaby as well. They are being so hard to break down. Something which I've had a lot of experience for watching UBC over the years, and as I mentioned, a very UBC heavy Burnaby side this year, with UBC assistant coach Joe Zupo in charge, the man in the dugout, his first season in charge. Goals have been the issue for Burnaby in some of the games this year. They've just been grinding out 1-0 wins, but 1-0 wins are 1-0 wins, and it gets you the 3 points that you're looking for, and at the end of the day that's all that really matters. And they've got another one tonight, and things are shaping up very nicely at the top of the men's division in L1BC. TSS, Langley and Burnaby in for some fight for the second half of this season. You can follow along with the action for the rest of the season right here on L1BC's YouTube channel, Remember, download the League One Canada app from the Apple Store and Android stores. You'll get up to date with everything that is happening, scores, results and standing wise in League 1 BC, League 1 Alberta and League 1 Ontario. And don't forget to follow along with all the action and get all your news and stats on league1bc.ca. We're into the final of the 4 minimum minutes that we're going to get added on. Is there another goal in this, or is this one just going to peter out with a important 2-0 victory for Burnaby? And indeed it is. Referee Denzel Sharma blows the whistle and it finishes here. Unity 0, Burnaby 2. The opening goal came 20 minutes in from Kyle Dent. A second from Lachlan McGowan in the 32nd minute. And that was enough to give the 3 points to the visitors. It was an entertaining game, end-to-end stuff. And it keeps Burnaby right at the top of the League 1 BC standings. Thank you for spending your Saturday with us, watching and supporting League 1 BC here on YouTube. I'm Michael McCall. We'll be back next weekend as Burnaby take on Nanaimo in the next games of the week. Until then, thanks for watching, as I said, and I'll catch you at the pitch again soon.
I was on the blocks posted for most of my days. Sizzler, Conway, Wells and the man them. Beating off the wall, making rhythms with our hand them. Running from the law, trying to push away the hand tick. Distributing rockers, being point with a damn face. But stay busy is the anthem. I'm trying to buy mommy's house, push her in a mansion. Sweet 16 for my pretty little tantrum. My dreams turned 3, then they put me in handcuffs. And ever since I've been banged up, life's been a roller coaster, mad stuff. Life on the road kept me held up. Anchor, it's like I can't float in my boat since my plans
And I swear the stars are falling faster than they ever did. And the sun is burning hotter than it has before. And the moon is closer to my reach than it has ever been. My time is coming.
Alright,
My time is coming.
look, it was all a dream. Now they got me up in that magazine. From the block to the rock, no scatty themes. When my mixtape dropped, I had the effing streets. Now I get paid what to write a fresh 16. I made something out of nothing. Coming from the bottom where we gotta get it popping. It really ain't a problem if the dude's your only option. I really ain't discussing what we do to get the dough in. Gotta keep going. I gotta leave poverty and everybody knows it. I gotta see property, I gotta keep it rolling. But not like Monopoly, I gotta really own it. Feeling like BI, bouncing like a beehive. Looking like money every time the honey see I. Living life bummy, ain't for me, no rewind. G-I-B till they R-I-P-I.
And I swear the stars are falling faster than they ever did. And the sun is burning hotter than it has before. And the moon is closer to my reach than it has ever been. My time is coming. My time is coming. And the nighttime plays the sweetest tune you'll ever hear.